quick, you want to start off with a regular blue color. So like you want to start off with the regular blue color. Like this is the color of the ocean, right? So after you do that, you want to get like a vibrant, like dark blue color, and you want to go in there and you want to be like, okay, well, this is the bottom. Like this is going to be the bottom, right? Right? So this is going to be the bottom. And then like you could even do like little areas where it's just like, you know, if this was kelp, it would be there. This is like stuff in the thing, right? And then you want to get really dark and you want to go and add that area in there. You know, just like, you just want to add those areas, right? And you just airbrushing it in. You're not really doing much, right? So what you do is, you know, you add that part and you have it come up a little. You know what I'm saying? But then when it comes up from the top piece, what you want to do is you want to get that turquoise, that light turquoise, and you want to come in there, right? And just like do only the top of the water, right? Another thing that I like to do though is to make the waves in there. So I will go in with like a harder, like, you know, a harder light, and I'll just like, you know, bring in those colors, like bring it out, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like you, of course mine don't look great, and that's because I'm just trying to show you an example. Right? And then you want to go in there with the white on the top part and just like add the waves. You know what I'm saying? I'm using an airbrush tool. You know what I'm saying? You just want to add some color in there, you know what I'm saying? Bring out that white, because it's going to be white. You're not going to see the sky really. And then, you know, you hit the airbrush tool again and you just go in there and you bring that out. You know what I'm saying? And then the rays, they come down. So what you do is you bring out the rays with that same light blue color, that same turquoise blue color. You just bring out them rays with the airbrush tool, you know. And it can turn into white sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because it just does that, you know. So like you can bring some white out of that bad boy, you know. Like you could just bring it out, you know, and then your mermaid, she'll be in the middle hanging out, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want. When you do your kelp and stuff, right? Because kelp is green, you know, you take your regular old tool and you do your kelp, you know what I'm saying? And mind you, it has to have some of that blue in it. So like, of course I'm using like a regular old pen, but you know, you just add those pieces and they get darker as you go down, because they have to get darker. If they don't get darker, then you know. You know what I'm saying? Like you just add some of it. I'm using a sketching pen, guys. If that's what you're wondering what I'm using a sketching pen when I'm doing this. So, you know, you just add it in certain places and you come down with it. And then you add your fishes. So, like, your fishes could be, like, you know, they don't got to be, like, too dark or whatever. But they could be, like, you know, this is a fish here. It could be, like, a school of fish just hanging out, you know. Then the closer you are, the bigger the fish. You know what I'm saying? The closer you are, the bigger the fish. Remember that. You know, the fish can go anywhere. But the closer you are, the bigger the fish. So, like, if I wanted a fish right here, this is a fish. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to be here chilling with my mermaid. You know what I'm saying? You can even, like, swing his body over, because fish are very fluid, right? So you could swing his body over and add a tail. Like right here, and his tail will be part of that. Don't forget your bubbles. You know what I'm saying? Like bubbles happen in the water. I usually do it with white, so like I'll add, like, you know, some bubbles in there. Nothing too crazy, you know what I'm saying? The bubbles happen more up close than anything, so you don't want to get too crazy with your bubbles. Just a little bit, so that you know that the bubbles is there, y'all. Like, this is a bubble right here. You know, and then you can put your mermaid right in the middle. You know, just just think about the back. Just think about the colors that's gonna come out from that. But it's good. Everything is gonna be organic. Everything's gonna be organic, so you don't have to like worry too much on perspective. The only thing I say is make sure that the fishes that's gonna be in front are bigger than the fishes that's gonna be in the back. And if they're gonna be very far off in the back, you can just take a darker blue color because you're not gonna see the detail of that fish, and you can just like basically add little specks. And that will be considered fish. You know what I'm saying? You can even go with like this darker, like this middle dark blue right here, and you can also, you know, add fish of that color there, so that you know that there's fish there. You know, they're just hanging out, enjoying life. You know, if you want to, you can go into detail with kelp too. Make that blue color, so that it could look like it's more in the background than anything. You know. And I'm basically I'm basically doing it in a triangle way, but you know that's just basically how you do it. Like you just think about organic and how it is, and if you can't really picture it, use a reference and manipulate it as much as you can. No problem, no problem. See, this is why I like streaming, because I get to like explain. This is how this works, and this is why you should do it this way. You know, this is why I do it this way. You know, my ways is not always the right ways, but if I could help you, then that's fine. You know, whatever you do.